everyone. Today I have my friend Matt here with me. We've been friends for quite a while, but I'm super impressed with how well he's done so far. Not only has he been rated as one of the top teachers in his company, but he is also a male coach. So I'm really excited to introduce him to you guys today. He's going to give us some valuable advice, especially on how to be a better teacher in the classroom. So hello, Matt. Nice to see you.
Hi, it's Teacher Lula. Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate that.
You're
And like I say, I don't
welcome.
think I've ever referred to you as by your real name. You've always been Teacher Lula to me. And I think one of the most important things that I've taken is that the phenomenal job that you've done in the journey. I mean, you were there with me at the beginning of my journey. I think you were my mine of information and my inspiration. You were kind of like my benchmark, on how to get in there.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic to be there, to be here today.
Yay,
So
Matt. I'm so
yes.
proud of you. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet as well. Thank you so much. All right, Matt. So
Teacher Kalila, yeah.
let's get into it. I know before you started teaching online, you were also teaching overseas, teaching English.
Yes.
Is that right? Yes. What made you decide to start going into teaching English in the first place? Initially.
Well, to be honest with you, is teaching has somehow always kind of formed part of my life from growing up to doing. I always wound myself up in some way teaching because I was involved a lot with hospitality, the running of guest houses and the running of restaurants. And that's what basically, but within that industry, I was always coaching staff or teaching this or helping staff members to work their way up. A lot of times people have no confidence in who they are, but if you sit them down and say, I'm going to give you the tools to that, and I always ended up teaching. And then I went overseas to Thailand to just go actually have one big party, and then ended up in the hotels there teaching front of house.
Okay.
And then obviously coming back to South Africa again, I took, wow, how do I put this? My want for an online teacher was more necessity. Lockdown, obviously, restaurants closing. Where am I going from here?
Yeah.
And yes, it was an absolute debauchery to become an online teacher of what equipment I had to buy, no finances. And here I got stuck in this digital world where all you literally are is a video. You've got all these companies and you like sitting like this and hi, and you're like, what do I do? Okay, let's just TPR our way through this interview. Yay, let's do this. Happy face. So that's what it was all about.
Yeah. Initially, yes. And how do you feel
Initially,
about
yes.
being an online teacher now that you've been doing it for a while and you've accomplished so much already?
Well, a lot of clients ask me that question, and this is the beautiful thing about creating what we call presence and creating space and creating an energy out there. Because the burning question, obviously, is will it impact your life? That choice is yours to make. You can literally be, and I say this in all politeness, and I don't mean anything by this, but you can literally just teach your 25 slides, smile and wave like a clown, and move on to your next lesson and take nothing from it. Or you can put heart and soul into it and take something from it. Now, where I'm sitting today is energy and presence. And it got to a point at 39 years old. I will never tell this to my male friends while I'm sitting in the pub having a drink with them. But I have more teddy bears. I know the lyrics to Frozen backwards. I've actually been told that I give the best male representation of Frozen. Let it go, let it go. And in that moment, I encourage all online teachers to make that difference, to allow that to change your life. Because at 39 years old, I'm playing with puppets, I'm singing Frozen, and I'm not wearing pants. What more in life could I ask for? Show me one career or one job that anyone does out there where you get to sing Frozen, play with teddyware, and not wear pants. I challenge anyone, besides online teaching, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you look at it from a point of view, that is the beauty of us being adults. That is the beauty of us being teachers. That you are not just a teacher, Kalula. Embrace that. I am teacher. Teacher, Kalula. That is who I am. And the beauty of a 25-minute lesson online is you are able then to step out of your reality. I have to pay rent. I got to go buy bread and milk. I haven't fixed the door handle. Take that box, make that 25 minutes and take that energy, because children are the most beautiful form of energy. They don't care. If they need to pee, they need to pee now, and that's your problem. If they want an ice cream, they want an ice cream now. And their whole take on life is to laugh, have fun, play. They don't care. And that is what makes the difference for online teachers, is we have that ability within our 25 minutes to take that box and be that child, because a child will always feel your energy. So the more energy you push onto that child, the more they're going to push it onto you. And you're actually going to walk out of that lesson on a high.
Yeah.
And as soon as I took that mindset on to teaching, it'll change your life absolutely significantly from there.
Definitely. No, I definitely agree. Even when you go out of you're not teaching anymore, you're like, okay, let's play, let's be silly, let's do some funny things, life definitely gets happier, brighter, better.
My beautiful significant other, my partner, actually we have a good laugh, because every time she makes dinner and I come down, I'm like, good job, high five. She looks at me with the evil eyes. I'm like, good job, high five. And then she gets flustered about something, and I'm like, let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway, kind of thing. So it brings that element of joy into it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I'm really happy to hear. I'm so happy for you guys. That's so cool, man. Very cool. And through all of this, I know that you coach a lot of people as well. What's some advice that you give to people when they do come to you, or I don't know, other teachers that you have spoken to, especially joining the industry now? Yeah.
Sadly, in all truth, it's much like marketing. And a lot of people, myself included, when I started my journey, I mean, mine was quite a story of how I got into it. I mean, I sold illicit alcohol in lockdown to afford my laptop, to get my earphones. I got arrested, kind of thing. And I was under this yes, I have quite an epic story of how I became an online teacher. But anyway, the thing is, the advice I would give is forget the marketing. Yes, you're going to see someone sitting on a beach or lying in bed. It doesn't happen that way. It's basically like going to your favorite takeout restaurant. You see this picture of this hamburger, and when you actually receive it and you open the box, it looks nothing like what they've advertised it to be. But the beauty of online teaching is that you can work for yourself. And like anything in life, it's paid. The more you work, the more you earn. So no is the first thing I say to a lot of my clients is no. You're not going to teach 2 or 3 lessons and earn thousands and thousands of dollars. It's not going to happen. Yeah. But you can change your life in what you're doing. It's a career just like everything else.
Yeah.
So how you look at it and how you treat it is what you are going to get out of it. So the first question, the fundamental question I ask anyone, what are your reasons? Do you need money? Do you want to change career? What do you actually want to get out of it? Yeah. And once you've defined that parameter, then you take it from it. So the advice I would give anyone is research it. Go look online, watch YouTube videos, go through, hit up an online teacher, ask the questions that you need to ask. But most importantly, for yourself, ask yourself, why are you doing this? If you want to make $10,000 in 3 months, you can do it. You can. Book your lessons up, book it 7 days a week, nail it, there's your money made. Boom, there it is. Save up to buy something. But if you're seriously considering saying, listen, I'm tired of working for a boss, or going into school and teaching every day is not sitting with 20, 30 kids in a classroom, and you want to make that change, decide that you want to make that change. So make your decision very clear. I want to do this for money, or I want to do this for career. And once you've made that decision, Bob's your uncle. You can take it from there.
There's also, I've spoken to some other people as well, and the other factor as well that you can kind of think about is your quality of life, because that's for your mental health, I think it's also like a factor because a lot of people, for example, if you're coming from a very corporate, stressful environment and you're looking for something that's uplifting, it's still, I mean, it's still a hard job, don't get me wrong, but it's uplifting. It makes you feel good. When you go into your class and you see your little student, like, and they're smiling and they're happy to see you, you know, it makes you happier, like for your mental health. It's amazing.
Yes.
It's an amazing job.
Yes, that is an amazing job, and that's why I said earlier, make the choice on why you want to do it, and be prepared to change your life, because online teaching is a career. It's beautiful. It's amazing. The children are amazing in how they are, and if you look at it, you hit the nail on the head there saying mental health, and I think a lot of adults neglect that. We're so focused on paying bills and what needs to be done to keep head above water, to make ends meet, to pay your installments, that actually at the end of the day, you are putting your mental health completely right at the bottom of the list over there.
Yeah.
And you see the experiences that you gain from online teaching allows you to tap into your inner child. And like you said, when you finished, you feel joy, you feel happy, and you see the smile and you hear the laugh. Look, in all honesty, not all the lessons are what you see on YouTube.
Of course, of course.
I've had kids, wiping snot all over the camera, crying, throw things at me, But like I say, it's like anything in life, you take it with the good and the bad, and always understand that in that 25 minutes, you create that presence, you create that energy, and you allow that child to feed off you and you feed off them. And you actually have spent 25 minutes bettering mental health.
Yeah.
And you'll find that mental health carries through to your everyday life.
Yeah.
You'll find you're going to enjoy walking on the beach a lot more. You're going to find you're going to love watching TV a bit more with a partner or a friend. You're going to be proud of what you do.
Yes.
One of the biggest things I've taken from online teaching is I can't wait to tell someone I am. What do you do for a living? Oh, pick me. I'm an online teacher. Ta-da! I'm absolutely stoked that I am.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, is mental health is one of the most important things. And not wearing pants, singing Frozen and playing with teddy bears is brilliant for mental health. It's absolutely phenomenal. It beats wearing a suit and sitting in a boring meeting or having a boss breathing down your neck. Have you done this and have you done this? And you're looking at your watch going, oh, it's nearly Friday, kind of thing.
Definitely.
So that is the most important, the mental health.
Yeah, definitely. And I know now that you've been teaching, it's inspired you to do even more things. I know you also did some voiceovers for your previous company with their material, which is so cool. As well. But I don't know if you want to share with everybody what you've now decided to start going into because of the inspiration that you've gotten from online teaching.
Like I say, I'm going to be honest with you, in being your friend so many years, I knew what you did. I knew you were an online teacher thingy, computery, earphone wearing, big red lipstick, but I never ever delved a little bit deeper into it. And I respected and admired you as a person because of your positive energy, because of your naturalness. You weren't hampered down by, let's say, negativity. You weren't, I got rent to pay. I mean, we've all gone to a restaurant or we've all gone out somewhere with a group of friends where the topic of conversation is dread. I'm so tired of my job and my boss is this and I'm working with this colleague and it's an absolute pain in the bum. We live ourselves into that. And in meeting you and coming across, you kind of planted the seed of, wow, you don't exude that negativity in any way. So when I joined the world, I sat there, big, what do I do? And got into the zone of energy, I realized two things. And like the first one was mental health. And I realized the beauty that every person has inside of it. We all have a smile. We all have a laugh that no one's heard. And online teaching allowed me to do that. Allowed me actually to embrace things that, in all honesty, I would never have thought I'd do. If you take it a year and a half ago, if you told me, look here, Matt, you're not going to be wearing pants, you're going to be singing Frozen, I would look at you and go, what? Say, what? That is like the most ludicrous thing I've heard. So what it's done is it's pushed me towards becoming a male coach, relationship advice, and predominantly for men. Because at the end of the day, being an online teacher, working with children, seeing the beauty, the joy in life, and actually be able to create that presence actually allowed me to be more of a man. That's awesome. Sort of like, I'm an online teacher, I TPR and I sing, what will my friends think of that? It taught me to let go.
That's cool.
Really let go.
Yeah.
And everybody out there that you meet, that you come across, we all have the same dynamic. We all want to better ourselves. We all want more money. We are. But we've got to create that environment in which to do it. And that's what online teaching did. So that's where the progress that I've made today, that actually my life itself, my mental health, my mentality has improved.
I can tell.
And that's the advice I give anyone to becoming an online teacher. If you feel you've got it, you do.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
Definitely.
Follow it. Sing it. Sit at 9 o'clock on Friday night. Watch those cartoons. We know you like them. Come on, we know you do. You've got the kids CD there at the bottom of the car. We know you're listening and singing along to those songs. We know you are, kind of thing. And that's the message I send across to everybody. And it's an example that you said, that you exuded such positivity and such a joyful life, that in the surroundings where I was, I realized people didn't have that. And then obviously I got involved in selling booze and getting a laptop and getting arrested and delving into the world of becoming an online teacher. And it's where I am today.
Very cool. No, I can definitely tell from when I met you like a long time ago to where you are now and who you are now as a person. I can definitely see the shift. I can see the mental change. I can see the positivity. So that's so cool. Like, I think, like you said, bettering yourself is so important, but being able to do it through a career as well is like really, really cool. So I'm so happy that it
online teaching.
I'm happy that it worked out like that for you. And it helped you to do that and shape yourself into this new person. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it makes sense, no, it makes perfect sense. Yes, it does. Yeah.
Oh, cool, Matt. Thanks so much, Matt. It was so nice to talk to you again.
It was good to chat to you again. Yes. And like I say, in the interview and everything, like I say, if any of them follow, anyone choose, you are the perfect example. You set me on track in where I wanted to go because of your persona and because I respect you as a teacher. And that's the most interesting dynamic. And what I say always is embrace your title.
Yeah.
I'm not just teacher Matt. I'm teacher Matt. That's who I am.
Yeah.
And embrace that. And you actually embrace that in such a wonderful way that's you're also a positivity in terms of you carried who you were from the classroom into life, and you were like a shining light, and that's the kind of light I'd want to continue in. If people had to consider this, the first thing you do is ask yourself why. Once you've clarified your why, pursue it with everything that you have inside of you, because at the end of the day, your mental health is one of the most important things you have.
Definitely agree. I think it's that's the most important thing. It's like
most important thing, yes.
But
no, it is true to be able. No problem whatsoever.
Thank you so much, Matt. It was so good to see you, and thank you so much for all the advice and the positivity and the encouragement and the energy. So thank you so much.
Dude. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome. Have a really good day further. Oh, sorry.
You too, and I'll chat to you again. I'll chat to you again. Yes, we should do this again some other time.
Yes,
but I'm wearing pants today, so don't stress. I'll have pants on today, so don't worry about that.
Okay, me too. So that's fine.
It's all good. But it was good chatting to you, and I'll chat to you again. Have a lovely day further.
Thanks, Matt. Okay. You too. Bye.
You too. Bye.